Hello, I'm Mr. Chris from Kids Quest Children's Museum, and I am here today to talk about making your own GeoBoard at home. So for this activity, you'll need a couple materials. You'll need some kind of wood, a platform that you're going to build on. You'll need a hammer. Remember that when we're using tools like hammers, make sure that you have your adults' permission and that they are able to check on you. You'll need a ruler, a pencil, and some nails. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ruler, the pencil, and the wood. And what you're going to do is you can line up the wood there. And I like to do 1-inch marks on my GeoBoards. You could also do 2-inch marks or anything in between, but the key is that you want the marks to be the same distance. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to draw a mark there, 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 and I would go all the way down my whole thing. And I'm actually going to do that twice on here. I'm going to do once up above, up high, and then do it again further down low. And the reason that I'm going to do this is that I can then turn and draw straight lines all the way across using those marks. That way I don't have to draw individual marks for every intersection. Because that's what we're looking for here, is we're looking for intersections between lines. Whoa, I made that one a little angled. So, I have some lines there going that direction, and now I'm going to do the same thing going the other way. And now I have handy lines that can help me line up where I'm going to go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once again, do that a second time somewhere else so that you have 2 points. Because in order to make a line, you need at least 2 dots to make sure that you have it lined up how you want. And then I can draw straight lines once again. So now, I now have a grid drawn. And what we're going to do with that grid is that everywhere the 2 lines meet, we are going to put a nail. So I'm going to pull out my nail over here. And with nailing, we want to only put the nail in a little way. We don't want to knock it all the way down until it's flat with the bottom. We just want to get it in enough that it holds in place. See, now it's nice and sturdy. We can do that a couple times. Do one for each one. The nails I'm using are called roofing nails. And they have really wide heads, which makes it easy to hit, but they actually don't work as well for the GeoBoards like we're going to see. And you'll see that when I pull out my other one. Which I'm going to do. I have another one here that I've already made. So you see, I drew the lines just like I said, and then I put a nail in at every intersection. Now that's a lot of nails, right? So, what I can do then is I can grab some rubber bands and I can make some shapes. So maybe I'll put one there, I'll put one there, I'll put one in kind of a weird angle there. And now I have a triangle. So I can make different shapes with it, I can experiment with shapes. I can also do things with rubber bands stretched around multiple different things, get kind of a rectangle like that. The other really fun thing you can do is you can use the same thing but add in, once you have the rubber bands on, you can add in something, have it at a little bit of an angle like that. And if you drop a marble in, it will bounce down and then the rubber bands will help to direct the path that it goes. It's a really fun thing I like to do with these. So a lot of fun things you can do once you build it, and building it itself is a lot of fun. So I highly recommend you try it in the future. For now, I'm Mr. Chris. Thank you guys for joining us.